Good afternoon, Pranali. I hope my pronunciation was right for your name. Pragati, for Seaside, I believe it's Monday and Wednesday, but you confirm this with some other people who helped you in while getting the enrolled. This is your first class. Okay, great. Welcome to Career Launcher, guys. Then good afternoon, Suraj. Good afternoon, Karan. So I hope you all are good. So my name is Manu Bali, and I will be taking your basic quantitative ability classes, basically maths, the basic numerical ability, and most likely the LR classes, reasoning classes also. So for that part, you need to tell me first, how good are you with mathematics part? You are very good. Let's have a rating for that. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a beginner, some basic understanding of mathematics, 10, you are pretty good. You know how to solve the hard problems and all this stuff. Where do you rate yourself? Mayank says 7, Pragati says 8. Good. Okay, Karan. Good one, yeah. Good one, guys. Good afternoon, Jaya. Good afternoon, Ridhima. So, guys, do let me know other people also who have joined now. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think you rate yourself? So, Ankita says 7 to 8 in calculations and 6 in conceptual clarity. Okay. 6. Okay, Suraj. Ridhima, 4 or 5. Ridhima, probably you know many things, but the confidence level is like that. Divjot, 5 or 6, not so sure. So we have a mixed bag of class where some people are, let's say, average and some people are good, right? So somewhere who is rating him or her as 7 or 8, I'll be consider them as good. So Jaya Prakash, you are from science background, so I'm sure you must be good. You studied maths till 11, 12, and in your graduation also, I believe. Pretty good afternoon. We're just discussing the basic parts. Let's say I'm trying to understand you guys. So we are just discussing how good are you at with mathematics? How will you rate? How comfortable are you? So yes, Preeti, how comfortable are you?
Good afternoon, sir. I studied
Good afternoon. Preeti, your voice is
mathematics.
breaking up. Preeti, your voice is breaking up. Why do you feel a question like this, Ankita? Why do you feel like this? So can you elaborate the Tell me the CSAT's full form. What is the full form of CSAT? Anyone? Right, Riddhima? So when you are having a word like aptitude over there, both the all the things will be included. Logical reasoning, mental ability, all the things will be there. I know, guys, you know you are for the class. I'm just asking. So that's the query Ankita had. So I'm just telling Ankita. Good afternoon, Rangoli. So guys, today's class will it's very simple. We'll be talking about basic calculations. Yes, Ankita will be covering all the syllabus. Harshika, good afternoon, Vijay. So we'll be starting with basic calculations and some simplifications. So let's start with, and guys, you need to respond for every question. Let's say if I say, is it clear? You need to respond whether it's clear or not. One. Second, at any point in time, if you feel there is a question, you need to stop me then and there. People, I believe you will try to complete the sheet into this class only, and you will get the study material. And you have the online account for CSAT, right? So sheets will be available over there in the tab class sheets part, where you have ebooks. In the books, ebooks, you have the class sheet tab. You can go there and download the sheets. So should we start? So as I was saying, that at any point in time, you don't understand, you don't feel like you don't understand anything, you need to raise your query, right? You can ask me to unmute you, or sometimes you are allowed to unmute yourself. So you unmute yourself, stop me, and then I'll clear your query, and then we'll proceed further. The basic idea of the class is whatever the concept we are covering in the class, you should be through with that concept. It should not be like, oh, I need to practice, oh, I need to do this. So, and whatever the homework I will give you, you need to do that, right? So, any queries before we start, or anything that you have in mind before saying, should I go slow or should I go fast? Anything? Anyone who is afraid of maths? There's some who are very good at maths, but is there anyone whose name I need to take speak every time, that whether that person is clear or not? Okay, Riddhima. So Riddhima, Jaiprakash, Rangoli. Okay, no issues. So whenever there is a query, let's say whenever you don't understand a call topic, it's perfectly fine. You need to stop me then and there, and then clear your doubt. Okay. Okay, so it's about the basic calculation. Have you heard about a term, board mass? So today's class will be slightly focused on board mass also. So Riddhima, have you heard about the term just board mass?
No, sir, I haven't.
Rangoli, you have heard about it. And Jaya, Jaya, what do you
Yes,
say?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard.
You have heard about it. Okay, so I have a question for you. Riddhima, don't be afraid. Right now, I'll be explaining everything. I'm giving you a question right now. Can you guys tell me the answer for this question? A very basic question. So try answering this question. Yes, guys. So I've got so far answers from 6 people, and in the class we are 18. Good one, guys. Try, keep on trying. Okay, guys, the answer to this question is actually 7. Now, some people thought we are multiplying a number with 0. So that means whatever the expression is, that will become 0. Absolutely right. But there are certain rules. For while doing this kind of calculation, we need to follow a rule. Yes, guys. The rule is you need to define your calculation order in this format. B O D M A S. So B stands for anyone? Right, Ankita? It's a hierarchical order which is to be followed while solving the equation. So B stands for brackets. O stands for
Of.
of. D stands for
Division.
division. M,
Multiplication.
multiplication.
Addition and subtraction.
Good one. So who was speaking?
Jayaprakash.
Jay. So addition and subtraction. So the order we need to find this way. Now, over here, let's find, is there any bracket? The answer is no. So this is out. Now next, let's go to the next operation. Off. Is there an off? The answer is no. Let's move to the next expression. D, division. Is there a division? Yes, there is a division. Where is the division? It's. So divide 7 with 7. So your next expression in the next case turns out to be, so you solve this, you will get 1 plus 8 into 0. This is your calculation after the first operation. Now, what after division? What do you need to do? Multiplication. So while multiplication, you multiply the respective numbers. So 7 into 1, that is minus 7 into 1. So 7 plus 7 minus 7 and plus 8 into 0 is 0. So you didn't multiply the whole expression with this part. You just multiplied 8 with the 0 and your product turns out to be 0, and 7 into 1. So 7 would be the value. Now the next one, addition. While doing the addition, you always go for the same sign things first. So 7, 7 and 0 is already out. So 7 plus 7, 14 you will do first and then minus 7. The next step is subtraction. Then you go for the subtraction and 14 minus 7 is 7 and this will be your answer. Yes, guys. Any query with this part? How did we solve? We followed the rule, brackets, order of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. This is the rule we need to follow. Anyone who has query with this? Off is basically multiplication part. When you solve off, you multiply. So if I say half of 8, so what will you do? Half into 8. Okay, Rangoli?
Yes, sir.
So anyone else who has the doubt? Okay. Now let's talk about some more things that we will be using in our class. Guys, there are some formulas that we should know at any point in time, because in some of the calculation, it will help us. For example, a plus b whole square. What do you think? What will be the expansion of this? Anyone? Let me
A
take the
square.
name. Let me take the name.
Okay.
Who was speaking otherwise?
Pragati.
Rangoli. Okay, Rangoli. It's okay. Perfectly fine. You speak.
Sir, I was speaking a square plus b square plus 2ab.
Very good. So a square plus
Sir,
b square
Harshita.
plus 2ab. Okay, the next one goes to Preeti. Preeti, the next formula for you is a minus b whole square. Can you speak for this, Preeti?
Sir, it's a square plus b square minus 2ab.
Very good. But there was not that confidence, Preeti. You should be confident enough. Okay. So next goes to, I have another formula that is a square minus b square. Let me ask to someone. Let's say Karan. Karan hasn't spoken or hasn't spotted. So Karan, what do you think? A square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? Karan, can you hear us? Okay, right. So it's a plus b and a minus b. Okay, you guys are responding well. So let me talk about some other formulas also. Yes, can you tell me a plus b whole cube? Anyone?
A
Let
cube.
yes, who is speaking?
Sir, it is a cube
Yes,
plus b cube
yes,
plus 3ab
right.
or into a plus b.
Very good. And who was speaking?
Sir, Vipul.
Vipul. Okay, Vipul, we can rewrite this also like this: a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Yes, we can rewrite this also like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next one. So next formula, let me ask, who should I ask? Let's say money. Money has not spoken. So Money, can you hear me? We want to know a minus b whole cube. You are aware of that? Money, can you hear us? Okay, let's go to Noor Jahan then. Noor Jahan, can you hear us? Hmm. Then we go to Svraj. Svraj, can you speak for this formula?
Sir, a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b.
Very good, Svraj. So it's a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So all the values will be in negative. So if we expand it, we can rewrite it a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a square b plus 3ab square. If you expand it, it will be like this. Okay, what if I ask you the formula for a cube plus b cube? I'll write it for you. It is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. That's your a cube plus b cube formula. And then if it is a cube minus b cube is there, then it should be a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. So these are the two formulas that I have added extra to you. And these formulas, so somewhere around 7 formulas that we have written. I just want guys, you need to be remember these formulas for the next class. Okay, so by the next class, you guys should be aware of all these formulas, and I hope before I move to the next part after the board mass thing, you'll be using these formulas. You have written these formulas with you, right? Is these formulas with you now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are starting with the first question of the sheet, and it's about the board mass thing. And let's see how you respond, how much time you take. Again, it's a level 1. So this is the question for you. I'm launching a poll where you need to mark your answers.
Sir, I'm unable to open the poll screen.
You can mark it on the poll.
Yes, sir, I'm unable to mark.
Okay, mark it your answer to the chat box. And it should be direct message to me. It should not to be for everyone. It should be a direct message to me. Yes, people, your answer is correct. Pragati, I hope you have marked the answer over there also. On the poll also. Okay, that's fine. Again, your answer is correct.
Sir, I've marked the answer, but I don't know whether it has been marked or not because nothing is showing.
Okay, I'll show you the result in a while.
Sir, should I send you also, like in the chat?
No, not. It's fine. Perfectly fine.
Okay, sir.
So, guys, ending the poll now. The time duration for this poll was 3 minutes and 4 plus 1. 5 of you have answered the question and 5 of you have got it right. Now, again, what we need to do? We need to follow a rule. What is the rule? Board mass. So first, let's look at the brackets. Do we have a bracket anywhere? The answer is no. Then look for off. Do we have off anywhere? The answer is yes. So wherever off is, multiply it. So rewrite the equation 72 divided by 8. 16 of 4 means 64 plus 24 minus 4 of 6 means again 20. Right? What should we do after this? Divide. Or off is done, divide. So 72 divided by 8, that's 9 into 64 plus 24 minus 24. So what is 9 into 64? This is 576 plus 24 minus 24. So what should be the next? Division we did, multiplication we done, addition. So whenever we have to add, we add the same sign numbers. So 576 plus 24 is 600 minus 24 is again 576, and this will be your answer. Anyone who has doubt with this part? Any queries? Because only 5 of you have answered, rest of you have not.
Sir,
Haji.
sir, although I've done the question, but sir, still I wanted to ask to make it quicker. Sir, can we do the off and multiplication together, like in one step?
No. See, when we did 16 into 4, that was 64, and then there was a division that is separate. So we had to division first, and then off we have to solve. Sorry, off we have to solve first, and then we have to go for the division. This product we did at the 4th stage.
Okay, yes, sir, I got it. Yes.
Ankita, the only thing I'd come to know that how many people have submitted the answer. So if you have submitted your answer, that would be there. Okay. Anyone who has a query? So guys, how hardworking you are? Like how long you can work? Can you study for 10 hours a day? Yes, no. Can you study 10 hours a day? Yes, no, yes, no. The answers are coming like this. Okay, I wanted to give you some homework. Should I? Okay, so the homework for you, first the formulas, second multiplication table. You remember the multiplication table? I'm sure when you were in the second standard, You knew them till 20. From 2 to 20, any table I ask you, if you were in second standard, you would have been aware of that, right? So what do you think? Now you have grown up. So how many tables you know? 100? 30? Good, Rangoli. But I was expecting somewhere around 100. 25. Good one. Okay, Jaya. So how much time can you afford? 4 to 5 hours. Okay. So I want to give you some homework. It's a hardly half an hour job. You need to revise multiplication tables till 2 to 20. Can you do that? So by next class, by whenever I'll have the next class with you, you need to learn the multiplication tables till 2 to 20. But when I ask you the multiplication table, I will not ask you, tell me the table of 18. I'll ask you in such a fashion, can you tell me 136 comes in under which table? So you need to tell me it's 17 into 8, 136 would be there. Something like this. So I'll ask you in a different manner, not like the classroom types. So this is your task till the next class. Okay? And this is your homework for the first half an hour. Okay, let's try the question number 2 now. It's again on the rule of board mass. Let's try it. And I'm launching the poll. I expect many of you to answer now. Right, Mayank? Mayank, I hope this time poll were visible to you. Right, Jaya, Rangoli, your answers are correct, guys. And can you guys tell me why this untitled question options are coming up? Let's see, you need to mark from the first 4 options, na? A, B, C, D. Riddhiman, you need to check your calculation, bache. No, man. Don't go for the untitled question. Mark from the first four options only. Yes, Preeti, that's the answer. No, Karan, you need to check. Time up, guys. So let's try question number 2. Yes, 156 is the correct answer for this question. Let's say how do we need to proceed. First, is there any bracket? The answer is no. Is there off? The answer is yes. Where is it? It's 12 of 12. So 12 square plus 12 square divided by 12 minus 12 square plus 12 of 12 means 144. So this part we calculated. Now the next part, division. So you need to divide 12 square with 12. So the value will be, let's say I'm solving this also, 12, or let's keep it like this, 12 square plus 12 minus 12 square plus 144. So it turns out to be 144 plus 12 minus 144 plus 144. So 144 plus 144 plus 12. This we need to add separately. So 144 plus 144 is 288 plus 12 is 300. So 300 minus 144, and the last step will be the subtraction, and the value we will get is 156. Anyone who has a query related to this question? Karan? Yes, you have a query? So many of you are not responding. Guys, please respond. And whenever you have doubt, please ask, immediately ask. Let's move to the third question, guys. Now, remember, we need to cut down our time also. So right now, initially, I'm giving you 3 minutes for a question. After that, when I cut down your time, I'll be giving you 2 minutes for each question. Okay? Zishan, I just saw your message now. See, the process is very simple. Process is, you need to remember a formula. Which formula? Board mass. This is the order we need to follow. First, we'll look for brackets. Is there a bracket? We'll solve that. Then we look for order of. Then we look for division. Then we look for multiplication. Then we look for addition. And this is subtraction. So we always follow this method only, none the rest. Basically, when we'll solve this question, we'll first solve the brackets. Is there a bracket? Yes, it's a bracket and it has a square on that. So we'll square the value. This also has a bracket. It's a cube on that. So we'll cube the value. Then off. Is there any off? No. Is there any division? No. Is there a multiplication? Yes. So we'll multiply. Then we'll add and then subtract. We need to just follow this order. Right, Mayank? So time up. Pragati, which option have you marked? I think so far I have got four answers from you. One of have marked has marked option A, and three of you have marked option B. Right, Jaya? Okay, I ended the poll now because it was the time. Now let's discuss this question. So it says find the value of 0.4 plus 4 into 0.04, and that's the square. Preeti, I'm explaining this question to you. Minus 9 into 0.4 cube. This is the question that we have. Pragati, what's your answer? If you have submitted your answer, that will show to me. The answer that you submit, show me in the number. It doesn't say Pragati has answered this one or Preeti has answered this one, Jaya has answered this one, Jaya has answered this one. So it doesn't show me. Show me the numbers. Okay. Pragati, is it fine? Don't worry at all. Your answer has been submitted, so it will show me. But it will not show me by name. Yeah, your answer is correct, but a negative sign is there. Okay, so what should we do first? Yes, the rule says go for the bracket first. So B. So where is B? This is the brackets. So we need to square this one and cube this one. So what do you think? What will be the 0.04 square? How do we solve that? So first, let's simplify it like this. 4 square, 16. We know that. And how many after decimal, how many digits we have? 2 digits. If we square it, we'll have 4 digits. If we'll cube it, we'll have 6 digits. But 16 has only 2 digits. But we need to write the decimal after 4 digits. So what we'll do? We'll place zeros and then decimal over here. Anyone? Zishan, is this part clear to you? Okay. So can you tell me what will be 0.4? Rangoli? Okay. Rangoli, we said, let's say the question was 0.04 square. So what we did, 4 square, we write as it is. But we need to place decimal. And how will we place decimal? See, after decimal, how many digits are there? There are 2 digits after decimal. So if you are squaring, you will place the decimal double of that digits. So what will be the double of that digits? 2's double, 4. So you need to place the decimal after 4 digits. So but how many digits you have written in the answer? You have written only 2. So what will you do next? You will place zeros from your side and then you place decimal and you can place a 0 ahead of that. Is it fine now? Yes, Rangoli?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me now, what will be 0.4 cube? This is a question for you. Because we need to solve this bracket also. What will be 0.4 cube? 4 cube means you need to multiply 4 3 times. So 4 3 times, you multiplied 4 3 times, then what will be the value? 64. 4 into 4 into 4. How many decimals? After decimal, how many digits are there? There's only one digit. So what will you do? You multiply it with 3. So now you need to write the decimal after 3 digits. So 1, 2, third digit you need to place from your side, and then it will be point and then 0. So it will be 0.064. I hope it's clear to everyone.
Sir, could you please repeat this point again? The placing of the third zero and then the point.
See, we had 0.4 now. After decimal, how many digits are there? There's only single digit. You are cubing that. So just cube the number. So you'll get 64. But while placing the decimal, now you need to multiply. Let's say after one digit it was there, multiply it with 3. So after 3 digit, you need to place the decimal. So if you had 2 digits, you squared. So it's 2 into 2. After 4 digit, you need to place the decimal. If you have 3 digits, 1 digit, and you need to cube, so 1 into 3, after 3 digit, you need to place the decimal. Is it fine? So it's 64, but it's a 2-digit number.
Sir, if it is a square, then 2 digits. If it's
Absolutely.
a cube, then 3 digit. Sir, in all cases, is it that way?
No. Listen, let me clear it further. Let's say I'm saying 0.2 square. Or let's say 2 square first. What will be the value of 2 square? It's 4. Now, what if it is 0.2 square? There are two ways of solving this. One, you write it, you remove the decimal first. So it will be what? 2 by 10. Is this part clear to you? 2 by 10, how do we write that? Yes, who was speaking? Who just had the query?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is clear.
Okay. So if you square it, now what will the result you will get? You will get 4 by 100. 2 square is 4
Yes,
and 10 square is 100. Please keep responding. Otherwise, I'll not be able to understand whether you have got it or not. So
yes,
4,
sir. I'm responding. I
0
think I'm not
0.04,
audible.
0.04. This will be the value. Like now you have to place the decimal. So there are 2 zeros in denominator. So after 2 digits, you will place the decimal. Or you can simply cut short the time calculation. You can simply say 2 square is 4. And how many digits are after decimal? There is only one digit after decimal. So 1 into, we have to square. So multiply it with 2. So 2. So now after 2 digits, you have to place decimal. So 4, 0, dot 1 digit, 2 digit, 0 you place from your side, and this and this. So this will be your answer. But if it is 0.02, then what will you do? And you have to square.
Sir, after 4 digits.
Very good. So it will be 2 square is 4. And then you place after 4 digits the decimal. If it is cube, then?
Yes.
If it is cube, then?
After 6 digits, sir.
The
Yes,
6 digits.
6 digit. Absolutely right. So 2 cube is 8. I hope it's clear to everyone now.
Yes, sir.
So we left 0.4 as it is, plus 4 into this value is 0.0016 minus 9 into 0.064. So these are the values that I've got. Now what will be the next step? The next step would be multiplying the numbers. Oh, bracket we solved. Do we have off over here? No. Do we have a division over here? No. Do we have multiplication over here? Yes. This is the multiplication sign. This is the multiplication sign. So 0.4 plus. Now you need to multiply 4 with 16. Multiply that as it is 64. Count the digits after decimal. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So write the zero decimal after 4 digits. So it will be 0.0064 minus. How much is this value? 9 into 64. How much is this value? It's 576. My calculation is slightly good, so I'm doing it like this. So after how many digits I should place the decimals? Count the decimal. This is the decimal. How many digits are after this?
3.
There are 3 digits
Three
after
digits.
this. So place the decimal after 3 digits, and this will be your value. This will be your answer. Now the next step should be what? What should we do? We should
Addition.
add the positive values and leave the negative values. So the positive values sum will be. Now remember, well, you will be adding. So you should add decimal should be placed under decimal. So result will be 0.4064 of this and minus 576. Sorry, it's 0.576. So now you have to subtract. The positive one is the smaller number and the negative one is the bigger number. So what should we do? We should subtract from the bigger number from the smaller number. Subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So 0.576 and 0.4064. Your result is 1696 point. So result is 0.1696 and sign that will come of positive or negative. It'll be
Negative.
whichever the bigger
Negative.
number. Whichever the bigger number. So it's negative is the bigger number. So negative sign would be there and this will be your answer. I hope it's clear now. Anyone who has a query? Okay, so let's move ahead with the next question now. Question number 4. I'm launching the poll. See, guys, and sometimes in this kind of question, you need to use your logical skills. So I'm giving you 2 minutes for this question, and then I'll discuss how to approach this kind of questions. So 2 minutes you have. Try answering this question. This is a basic addition. So far, good work, guys. All of you have got the correct answer. Last 10 seconds left. Time up. So yes, was it a difficult question or was it a easy one? So it was a correct answer is C, and it's an easy question. So again, everything we need to add. So what we did, we started adding the unit digit first. 7, 7, 7, 7. So 7 into 4, 28. So that means 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. If you add 4 times, the answer will be 28. 8 you will write, and then this number will be your unit digit. So by just looking at the options, 2 options are ruled out now because their unit digit is not the same. Then what next? We got, let's try for the tens digit now. So again, we need to add 7. How many times? 4 times. The value will be again 28, and there'll be 2 carry forward from the last place. So it'll be 30. So that means your tens place digit will be 0. So if tens place digit is 0, that means it's clear now. C would be my answer, and that is done. Is it clear, guys? So I don't think there should be any doubt with this question. Let's move ahead with the next. Rangoli, we added the last digit only, na? Last 2 digits we calculated and then we moved ahead. We didn't go for the full calculation. We just added the last 2 digits and then we got the answer. We looked at the options. Yes, Mayank, Jaya, Kusum, Riddhima, your answers are correct. Right, Karan? Ankita, right? Okay, I'm ending the poll. So let's see again how do we calculate this question. Is the again board mass 4394 divided by 13 of 13 minus 13 square. So let's talk about bracket. Do we have bracket? The answer is no. Do we have off? The answer is yes. So 13 of 13 means 169. So 4394 divided by, so 13 into 13, 169 we wrote over here, minus 13 square. And then we need to divide 4394 divided by 169. So basically my question turns out to be 4394 divided by 169 minus 13 square. Divide means this one, na? Now, guys, understand. What should we do? We should divide. Let's divide it. 4394, 169. So let's say it roughly 170. So 170 into 2 is 340 and 170 into 3 is 510. So it will go to 2. So 340, 338 will be the value. 1014. Then 17 into 5 is 1020, and so it's very close to this. So I'll try with 6. So 169 into 6, the value will be 1014, and this will cancel out. So after solving this, the value I get 26 minus 169. 13 square we solved, it's 169. So again, one is positive, one is negative. So sign will be of negative, and subtracted, we got the value of 143, and this will be our answer. So second option we will mark. Yes, anyone who has query with this part? Okay, guys, one thing that you need to remember, if you relate with the numbers, your question will become slightly easier. For example, this 4394, when I looked at this, I understood it was actually 13 cube into 2. Basically, 2197, 13 cube is 2197 into 2. Had I been aware of this, so basically this would have been 13 into 13 into 13 into 2 divided by 13 into 13. Basically 13 square was 169. I'm talking about this calculation. I knew this was 2197 into 2 divided by 13 into 13. So 13 and 13 will cancel out. I will left with 13 into 2. 26 would have been the value. So rather doing all this task and this task, I would have directly got the value 26 had I been able to relate with the numbers. So let's say it's the second half an hour. I should give you some homework. So what do you need to do? You need to learn squares. You know squares, what squares are? Like 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36. How many squares you know? Up to 30? Okay, let's take it from Rangoli and Kusum. You need to learn squares till 30. Jaya, you need to improve by 10. So squares, you need to learn till 30. So what is 29 square? Anyone?
841.
Good one. It's 841. Okay, guys. Now let's move ahead with the next question, question number 6. And let's see how you approach. 2 minutes you will get for this question.
Sir, in the bracket, is it 36 plus or 36 divide?
36 divide. Last 10 seconds. Time up. Ending the poll. So the correct answer is D option. Only one of you have marked the answer. So it says 144 divided by, then there is a bracket. So we'll solve the bracket part first, because bracket we need to solve first. So 36 divided by 18 by root 8 into 54 by root 27. Now, when I'm saying root 27, that means it's 3 into 3 into 3 if we factorize this, and 3 into 3 into 3 root, this will turn out to be 3 we write once outside, and then 1 root 3 will remain inside. Similarly, for root 8 we need to do this calculation. What will we write? 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 will remain and 2 will remain outside. Okay Manish ji, koi baat nahi. So now 144 divided by, let's simplify this, 36. Now it's a divide sign and it's a fraction. So whenever there is a divide sign and it's a fraction, you want to change it, what you will do? You will change it to multiplication sign and reverse the fraction. Did you understand? What did I say? You need to change the fraction, reverse the fraction and change the sign. So divide will become multiplication into 54 by 3 root 3. So now let's simplify. This is 8. This is not 3. 18 1, 18 2, 3 1, 3 18. So 18 into 2 is 36. So 144 divided by 2 into 2 under root 2 into 18 by root 3. right? So what we need to do now? 144 divided by. Let's multiply this. This is 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 18, 72 root 2 by root 3. Now, the next part you need to do, you have solved the bracket part. What will be the next? The next will be the first calculation that we have with 144. So 144 divide, what will we do? We'll multiply it, we'll make it root 3 by 72 root 2. So 72 1, 72 2. So the value turns out to be 2 root 3 by root 2. But there is no option that is coming out to me. So what should I do? I need to simplify something further. Okay, guys, can you tell me what will be the square of root 2? Anyone? It'll be 2.
So 2.
Right. It'll be 2. So can I write it like root 2 square into root 3 by root 2? And this root 2 and this 2 power will cancel out. I will get the value root 2 into root 3. Is it fine for you, or should I use some other method? And my answer will turn out to be root 6. Is it fine? How did I cancel out? Okay, Ridhima, for you, I'm using an alternate way. I'm saying we had the equation that is root 3, 2 root 3 by root 2. Yes, Ishan, I'm explaining that. Can I multiply this with root 2 and divide it with root 2? Yes, Ishan and Ridhima. If I multiply and divide with the same number, will that change? Number will change. The answer is no. So 2 root 3 into root 2. And what will be the value of root 2 into root 2? That will be 2. And this 2 and this 2 will cancel out. So we're left with what? Root 3 into root 2. That is what? Root 6. Yes, guys. Jishan, I hope it's fine now. Riddhima? Okay, guys, let's move ahead. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to skip some of the questions. For example, question number 6, we have done. If the 7th question is on the same lines, I will skip that. I'll try the question which is on the next lines. And about the task, you need to solve all the sheet. So when you have to solve the sheet, what do you need to do? You need to send me your answers. That means if you have any query, you can ask me. And if you have solved the sheet, you need to send me like the questions that I'm telling you, Ankita. So that you need to message me. Okay. Divjot, I told you there's a tab called ebooks on your aspiration portal. So over there, the class sheets are there. This is my number. You can WhatsApp me. Okay, Harshika? You
Okay,
can
sir.
read.
So will there be a group, or we have to individually?
You have to individually send me. Don't need to form a group.
Okay.
And if you have a Telegram group, then do let me know about that. Okay, so question number 6 we have done. Question number 7, guys, a very simple question, and I'm leaving it to you you need to solve it of your own. Okay. Let's try question number 9. Or let's try question number 8 first and then see how you approach. Question number 8, guys. Try for question number 8. Right, Jay? Mayank, Rangoli, Pragati, your answers are correct. Ankita, Kusum, yes, well, this is the answer. Right, Ridhima? Right, Suraj? Guys, ending the poll now because we have to cover some questions, so I'll need to cut down your time. Right, Preeti? So again, an easy question. It says 0.2 into m equals to 0.25 plus 0.35 plus 0.226. Add these two first. So 0.25 plus 0.35. 5 plus 5 will be 10 and this will be 0.6. Then add to this. This will give you the value 0.826. And then m would be 826 by 1000 into 10 by 2. 0 and 0 will cancel out. This will become 413 on 2's table. Jingnia, I hope I'm pronouncing right. I am sure your poll has been submitted. So your m would be, the value will be 4.13. If you want to cross check, you can submit me on the chat box also. So your answer will be 4.13. Any doubt with this question, guys? Quickly. Most of you have got it correct. Jay, I'll speak to the concerned person. They'll provide you the sheets. Then it will be available to you. Let's try this question, guys, quickly. Try this question. Right, Mayank, Pragati? Yes, Ankita? Kusum, Jaya, Harshika, right? Kusum, your answer is not correct. I'm sorry. I think you marked the wrong answer. Harshika, yes, Jaya, that's what we need to do. Right, Riddhima? Rangoli, right? Right, Kusum, Subraj. Time up. This is how you have performed. This is how I can see your results. So it says find the approximate value of x, where x is 359 upon 1059. And that's the value of what? X. So what we did, 360, just round it off. This was slightly to make the question difficult. So 360 by 1060. Slightly round it off. 0 and 0 will cancel out. Now, and this is the value of x. Now, what I am saying, listen carefully. Had this been 36 by 108, it would have been exactly 1 by 3. And 106 and 108 are very close. So the value of 1 by 3 is 0.33. So again, it's the closest option to the 0.33. So I will mark B as the answer for this question. Okay, guys. The closest option will be B, so we'll mark accordingly. Any doubt with this part? How did we do 36 by 106? And how did we do 36 by 108? This is slightly observational part. To make it 108, 36 times, the 3 times of 36 is 108. That's slightly observational part. Rangoli, it's no sir, is the for doubt or it's clear to you? You have the doubt. Okay. So, anyone? Should I move ahead?
So please explain this part.
This part.
Yes, sir.
This one, na?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? You are fine with 360 by 1060?
Yes, sir.
So 0 and 0 will cancel out. Let's say if we have to simplify, what will we do? We'll keep 336 inside and 106 out. So again, 0, 0 and decimal. 106 into 3,
36.
318. The difference is 42,
42.
420. So 106 into 3, 318. But that's enough. So it'll be 0.33. That'll be the closest answer.
Sir, here we have rounded off because it was just one digit. Sir, otherwise we cannot, right?
Who is this who was speaking?
Sir, Harshika.
Harshika. Harshika, understand. First thing, I always look for the options. Whether my option allows me to approximate or not. Now, had my options good, like something 0.331, 0.332, 0.333, and 0.334. If this kind of question comes up, what should we do? The answer is we will not attempt the question. Understood?
Yes.
Reason? See, when you are sitting in the exam, and you are solving a question, there are high chances that you write 2 plus 3 equals to 6. Rather adding, you multiply. There are high chances. We do such kind of mistakes. So when my options are that close, the chances of my committing that kind of mistake is pretty high. So rather going for a negative marks, I will go for the questions. And over here, I need to focus a lot because I cannot do a single point mistake. Right? So it'll be better for me to skip the question and go for some other question which I can do in a better way. Is it fine, guys?
Yes, sir.
So next question, question number 10. This one is interesting. I think, guys, I should explain the concept first, otherwise you will definitely do it wrong. Yes, Pragati, that's the right answer. Pragati has done well. Pragati, did you mark the option?
No, sir.
Ah, that's what I was seeing. You didn't mark the option. No, Mayank, that's not the answer. No, Rangoli, that's not the answer.
So now I submitted.
You submitted now. I can
Yes,
see. No, Ankita, that's not the answer. No, Suraj. Kusum, that's the right answer. I'm ending the poll now. No, Ridhima. No, Karan. No, Ankita. Okay, guys. Okay, my question to you first, before I answer this question. Let's say I'm sure you have reached to this point. X square equals to 0.626. I'm sure you have reached to this point.
yes, sir.
Right. Now we need to know the moment 676 comes into the picture, we understand this is the square of a number. And which square? It's 26 square.
Yes, sir.
Perfectly fine. No issues with that. Now, I have a question for you. What do you think? What will be 0.3 square?
0.9.
Are you sure it's 0.9?
So 0.09.
So 0.00.
Very good. It's 0.09.
0.9.
Absolutely right. So if I ask you what will be 0.09 square root, what will be your answer?
0.3.
0.3. Now, what does the logic say? Logic says if your number lies, let's say the value that you are calculating the square lies between 0 and 1. आपका कोई भी number 0 और 1 के बीच में lie करता है. In that case, what you will do? The square of that number will be smaller than that number and square root of that number will be bigger than that. This is an important result. So now If I ask you what will be 0.26 square? What will be 0.26 square? Guys,
0.0676.
absolutely 0.0676. Do you think this is my number? The answer is no. And what will be 2.6 square? The value will be 676. Decimal is after, there's one digit after decimal. So for how many digits? 6.76 will be the value. So if you take the square root of this value, 0.676, it has to have a number which is greater than this value. So which one is the greater than this value and less than 1? It's 0.8. So if you calculate 0.8 square, the value will be 0.64. So the closest option will be this. Is it fine? So now, point that you need to remember. While calculating the square root, like this kind of questions, it's better to square the options rather taking the square root. Yes.
Sir, can you explain it after we got the square root of that number, like 0.676?
See, I asked you to calculate the 0.26 square. That's the first option. What is the square of 0.26?
So 0.07676.
0.0676. So do you think this is my answer? It's 0.676 and this is 0.0676. These two are different numbers? Yes, no, bache bolo.
Yes, sir. These are different numbers.
So this will not be the answer.
Yes.
Let's talk about 2.6 square. What is 2.6 square? It will be 676 and we have to place a decimal after how many digits? 2 digits. So 1, 2 will be 6.76. And then it's 1.5 square, that we are aware this will not be the value because it's 225. 15 square is 225 and decimal we need to place after 2 digits. So it will be 2.25. And the last option is 0.8. If we square it, we'll get 64 and decimal we place. So 0.64. That is the closest option to this number. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So the option that we will mark will be 0.68 as the answer. So what we did, we squared the options rather calculating the square root of 0.676. That was the catch. The number he gave you is something, the square of that number you knew, but he put it in decimal form so that you should not be aware of the square of that value. You tried keeping a mistake. You try doing a mistake. So what you need to remember for solving these questions, if your value of x lies between 0 and 1, that means x is bigger than 0 but less than 1, then square of x would be smaller than x and then square root of x will be bigger than of that. So the moment I said x square equals to 0.676, I need to remember the square root of this value will be bigger than this. So 0.676, the number 0.8 is bigger than that. So that is my answer. But it will not become that bigger that it will go beyond 1. That will not be the case. It will still remain between 0 and 1. Is it fine? Sorry. So let's move ahead with the next part. Next question. This is a basic calculation. I'm skipping this. You can try this question. Let's try this question. You will get only 1 minute for this question, guys. Right, Mayank? No, Harshika, I haven't muted anyone. Time up. You had any query, Harshika? I'm ending the poll, guys. Pragati, that's the correct answer. Good one. So for this kind of questions, what should be our approach? Right, Jaya, that's the answer. So somebody who is still trying and have got the answer, you can directly message me in the chat box. So the question says 33, 444 and 5. I just left all the values after decimal. I'm adding these values. So 33 and 477, 482 divided by 66. This is what we have to do. That will be the value of x. Now, to know the value of x, actually directly the exact value, what I need to do? I need to think about the table of 66 and start solving it. So 66, let's make it 70, or let's say 60 and the number between 60 and 70. So 60 into 7 is 420 and 70 into 7 is 490. So this value is close to 482. So what I'll try multiplying 66 with 6, 7 and see whether this value is close to 482 or not. If it is close to 482, I will directly mark the answer 7 and otherwise I'll mark the option as 6.5. So 7 into 6, 42. 4, 7 into 6, 42 plus 4, 462. Now that means I'm clear and pretty sure my answer will be close to 7 and slightly more than that. So option we will mark as the B option. Is it clear, guys? Ankita, what we said, we skipped the decimal parts. Why we skipped the decimal parts? Because options were pretty far.
Unless they are robots.
So 444 plus 33 plus 5.
Very few clothes impact men unless they are robots. Pakistan पे amount rise in rape unless they are robots.
Who is speaking? Rangoli, can you mute yourself? So where were we? I forgot. So we were calculating. We missed the decimal values because the options were pretty far. 4.1, 4.25, 7.25 and 6.5. 4.1 and 4.25 are still close, but I'll just see whether I need to consider the decimal part or not. So the total turns out to be 482 equals to what? 66.6 into x. So that means I need to divide this value with 66. So roughly 482 by 66, that is the calculation I need to do. And I'll see whether this is close to 4. No, it's slightly beyond 4. So these two options are out. So then I see where the value lies. So I multiplied 66 with 7 and I got the value 462 and the result was 482. Result I was looking for 482. So that means 20 would be the remainder and we need to solve it further. So the closest option would be more than 7, but we need to mark it more than 7. Ankita, so the yes, is it clear? Ankita? Okay, let's move ahead with the next question. Okay, guys, now what I'll be doing, I will be helping you. So we'll do the question together. I'll not give you the time because otherwise I just want to cover somewhere around a good amount of questions so that you can practice at home also. So over here, how to solve this kind of question. Now remember, whenever this kind of expression comes to you, there will be a formula definitely applicable. And here there is a formula. It says a cube plus b cube. Do you know what's the expression of that? How do you expand that? You expand that as a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. This is how you expand it. Now, start relating the expressions. So can I say in the numerator part, it's 0.05 cube and plus 0.01 cube. So take 0.05 cube as A and 0.01 as B. Able to relate with this part? And what do you need to do? It will be 0.05 plus 0.01 into A square. So that is 0.05 into 0.05 plus B square. That is 0.01 into 0.01 minus AB. So 0.05 into 0.01. Multiply as it is. 5 into 1 is 5. After decimal, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to place the decimal after 4 digits. So it's decimal over here. So now you understand, you relate with this part clearly that this is in the numerator, it's a cube plus b cube. In the denominator, it's a square minus ab plus b square. Can I say, if I have to simplify this, I can rewrite it at the place of a plus b and a square plus b square minus ab divided by a square minus ab plus b square. So basically all the terms are same. So these value will be cancelled out. Your result will be nothing else but a plus b. And you understand your a is 0.05 and b is 0.01. Your answer will be 0.06. Yes, anyone who has doubt, please ask. Yushan, you there? Should I move ahead or you have a query quickly? Okay, so let's try moving to the next question. Again, this is a basic question. Board mass is there. I'm sure you'll be able to solve. The only thing that you have in this question is a mixed fraction. 1 by 4. You know how to solve this? Yes, Divjot, this is the value. You multiply with this number and add this number. So 4 into 1, 4 plus 1, 5 by 4. Right, Rangoli? Understood? What did I say? 1 by 4. Multiply this with this. So 4 into 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So 5 by 4, this is how you write. And this is what I need to explain in this question. The rest you will be able to solve. This is again. Yes, Mayank, we have to solve the brackets first and then we need to solve it further. Let's try some questions from level 2 quickly, guys. So let's try this question. So it says, let me give you 1 minute and you try it. The information that I can give you, that 729 by 27, if you solve, this will be 27 only. And 27 into 48 will be 1296. Right, Pranali? Right, Pragati? Right, Divjot? I'm ending the poll now, guys. Right, Rangoli? So what do you need to do over here? 999 minus. Solve this first. So 729 by 27, I give you the value 27 into 48 minus 27. Then what did you do? 999 minus 27 into 48, I give you the value 1296 minus 27. Then what next? 997, 99, add the values of the negative signs together and positive together. Positive, there is only one value. Negative values, add them. So you will get 1, 3, 2, 3. You subtract them. So something like you are subtracting 1000 from minus 1323. So your value will be 324, but it will be negative. This will be your answer. Right, guys? Anyone who has a query? Ridhima, you have done a calculation mistake. Should I move ahead? Guys, whenever there is a bar on a number like 6 minus 3, then there is bar. You will consider this as 1. So basically you will solve this first. So 6 minus 3, it's 3. So let me write it for you. 5 into 6 minus 3, there's a bar, divided by 4, and this is what? Plus 1, divided by 4 plus 9. So first thing that we'll do, we'll solve this. So 5 into 3 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 plus 9. Then next one, 5 into 3. This will become in 1 by 4. And 3 into 1 by 4 is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 9. You solve this. 5 into 3, 15 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 9. So the LCM of these two, now we need to add them. So LCM of these two is 4. 15 plus 4 plus, sorry, 15 plus 1 plus 9. Now it turns out to be what? 16 by 4 plus 9. Solving this will get 13 as the value, and that will be the C option. Is it clear? Rangoli, the bar uses, you will do this calculation first. This you need to consider 1. So it's something like playing a role of bracket. Okay. Otherwise, you need to do 6 minus 3 in the end, the subtraction part. I think you will be able to do this. So I'm skipping this. Now, this is the question. So again, it's a board mass rule, but there is some logic here involved. So what did he say? He said mathematical symbols are changed from plus to divide, minus to multiplication, division to minus, and product to plus. This I missed. So the question given to me, 13, 26, 78, 143, 156. And we need to find the answer for this. So first, there are some symbols given to you. What you will do? You will replace them. What will you do? So 13 minus 26. So minus will be replaced with multiplication, plus 78. 78 will plus will replaced with division. Division will replaced with minus, and product will replace with plus. I hope this you understood. So now let's simplify. So it's 13 into 26 into 1 by 78 minus 143 plus 156. 26 1, 26 3. So this turns out to be what? 13 by 3 minus 143 plus 156. Okay. So what next? Take the LCM. I think we should not take the LCM first. Let's try solving this part first. 13 by 3 minus plus, this will be subtracting, so you'll be getting plus 13, and then solving it by taking a fractional part LCM. So 13 plus 39, that is 52 by 3. Yes, guys, anyone who has issue, right, Pragati, with this question or this concept? Yes, anyone has a doubt with this concept? Because there are 4 to 5 questions on these lines. Quickly respond, guys. Did you understood the logic or it's still not clear? Anyone who has doubt with this part? Siddharth? Riddhima? Guys, I'm just ending the class. I just wanted to know whether this part is clear. So, guys, let's move ahead with, let's see, have a look at the questions and see whether we can do it or not. So question number 20 is on the same lines. 21, same lines. Now it's a fraction, so you know how to solve the fractions. Again, the formulas part. The rest, for some part of the questions, you will have the formulas where you'll be using the formulas over here. Okay. So try solving these questions. All are easy. And if you find at any point in time problem, you have my number, you can just message me. Okay. Mayank, I believe your schedule will be available to you from your center. Check it from your center, the schedule. Even I'm not aware when we'll be meeting next. But what you need to do, you need to complete my homework. Squares, multiplication tables, and cubes. Plus the questions that we have in the sheet that you need to complete it. Your worksheet, try looking at your, I'm telling you, try looking at, you have an online account, right? And what do you call them? The aspiration account. Divjot, is there an ebook called tab? A tab called ebooks? Harshka, are the sheets available over there? You couldn't find it. Okay, guys, I'll do one thing. You drop a message to me. I'll speak to the person, Prabhat, who is seeing all these things. And if there was something, I'll help you with that. You can drop a message to me. Okay. I will check it with Prabhat and I'll let you know. Okay. The concerned person, I will speak to him and I'll let you know how you can get the sheets. Harshika, I cannot upload. No, mocks, you will be writing the mocks over there. I'll check it with Prabhat and the concerned person and we'll let you know about it. Okay? So guys, that's where we stop. I hope I was able to give you some inputs. Right? So you understood some of the parts of the class? So guys, that's where I stop. I'm here for next 30 seconds. If you have any query, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll be leaving in next 30 seconds. Thank you very much and have a nice day. You can leave now. I'm here for 30 seconds. If you have query, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can leave. Zishan, you want to proceed as a beginner? No issues. See, whatever we have done today, revise it. Start forming the questions of your own and then start solving it. Okay. Manish, just a moment. This is my number, guys. Joe, you can drop a message to me on my number if you have any query.